In a country brimming with ambition, it's often not the lack of opportunities, but rather the access to these opportunities which holds back our best and brightest. When people are given the right skilling, it opens doors not just to the right job or the right career, but the control over their future and freedom. Today, we're bringing you two such stories where skilling has transformed livelihoods. At IIT Madras, students have gathered in their thousands for the Institute's annual Techno-Cultural Sports Festival, Paradox. What makes this festival truly unique is that for many of these students, this festival is their first experience of campus life.
So being here, I got to meet so many new people, like many friends.
I'm too excited for meeting my fellow students, meeting our peers, especially professors in this degree. It was a joyful experience for me.
I was waiting for this Herbalife conference.
Paradox is the student-run festival of IIT Madras's BS degree programs. The BS in Data Science and Applications is India's first online undergraduate degree, open to anyone who has completed class 12 without a JEE requirement. These students come from every corner of India. Rural villages, small towns, big cities, united by a dream to learn and grow. And supporting them in this dream is Herbalife India. In a powerful collaboration, Herbalife has partnered with IIT Madras to support 1,000 scholarships for students of the BS degree in Data Science and Applications. This isn't your usual college fest. Most of these students study remotely, and this is their chance to connect in person. But their journey here started with a simple click and a scholarship that changed everything. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us here. Really wonderful program that you're running here in association, of course, with the work that Herbalife is doing. We'll come to all of that. Perhaps we start by really talking about this online, the BSc program that you have. Where did the seed, the germ of that idea really come about? What is the program about? Why did you feel the need for that?
I think if you look at the context of higher education in India, the picture is really a very interesting picture. You know, when you have the institutes at the very top, the IITs and the branded ones, they are either very, very difficult to get into. Right, you have to give up your childhood, you know, work very hard for a long time. Either you have to do that, or you have to pay a lot of money. In fact, it's a combination of both, because a good branded higher education degree today is 25-30 lakhs.
Definitely not cheap in India, or anywhere for that matter.
Anywhere for that matter. That's very true. But what can public institutions like IIT do in such a scenario? So a lot of us have been thinking about it. We've been thinking about outreach. We did a program called NPTEL for a long time, through which we did certification in large scale, and we saw that it really, really worked. We could reach a large group which may not be able to compete and get into the IITs, but they can still learn from us. The competition is what's limiting, not what we are teaching. So once we realized that, we thought we should offer a program like this, and the coming together of data science, ML, computer science type topic was ideal, because it is something that we could teach online. So the combination of all these things, I think, resulted in a program like this. And I would say the primary goal for IITM was definitely to reach the unreached.
Herbalife, of course, is very closely associated with this program. Can you talk to us about that association?
Yeah, so Herbalife has been supporting particularly financially needy students to go through this program. The fee for this program is reasonably low, but still, for the kind of people we are trying to target, the really, really needy folk, they need the support. They need the support to pay the fee, because quite often they're doing other things. They're working on the side to support their family. They're working so many other things, and on top of that, doing an IIT quality degree is very hard. Now, when a company like Herbalife comes in and supports these students, the difficulty that they're constantly holding on top of their shoulders, saying, I have to support this thing, on top of that, earn enough money to pay this fee, that's gone. And then they focus really on
huge worry really is lifted, and they can focus on their
Many of them live month to month, it's hard for richer people to imagine, but this is very true in many parts of the country.
What's the future of a program like this, both for you at IIT Madras as well as for the students themselves who are perhaps going through this?
Yeah, I think this program has been shaping up wonderfully well now. It's been 5 years since we're running this program. Batches of students are beginning to graduate. They're getting into jobs. They're getting higher education. They're getting internships very early. Well, that's important for this financial segment, right? Because they have to work and study at the same time. So all of that is happening. And armed with this success, IITM is now thinking, is already running many other outreach programs.
It was interesting to see that the composition that you have of male to female students, where female students are concerned, programs like STEM, you typically don't see a lot of women, but you have a high percentage of
Very
women.
high. I think in IITs, we struggle to fill the 20% required quota.
Yeah.
Here, we already have 27%, which I think is good. It's not very great, but it's good,
It's good.
For a program like this. We hope with the other programs I spoke about, the more economics, finance, management style programs, we will hit much harder now, higher numbers in those things as well.
What is that particular responsibility? Let me ask you, Herbalife, and we are not doing when we are doing engineering in the civil sector.
But it has been very clear and they have taken
We've seen, a lot of the work that Herbalife is doing, working closely with women, closely with children from marginalized communities. And very interesting to understand really. Let's start first by talking about this huge program that you do at IIT Madras, talking about the things that you do, right? Paradox 2025. Where did that idea, that initiative really come about?
Well, this, first when we had this interaction with IIT, we were very impressed by their ability to engage with youth, okay? They were able to attract students from all over the country. There were students, and very, very, very diverse background. There were students from farming community, the students who were like kids of Anganwadi workers, students of electrical technicians. These are the students who are our future generations, right? So what we thought is, let's engage these students. It's not only supporting them financially, but engaging them through mentorship, through wellness sessions, and then making them aware about why health is the key. So when you look at the theme of this event, unlocking the secret of holistic wellness, this aligned very well with our mission of living your best life. And that's where we thought that, we can make a meaningful change to these youths. Yeah?
We met up with a lot of the students who received the scholarship from Herbalife, and each of them has spoken quite passionately about how getting the scholarship has changed their entire life. Why choose these students? How did you do that?
So, we had a discussion with their dean and the program manager. They really did a fantastic job. They went all out to screen those students, okay, trying to make sure that, the deserving students get the scholarship. In addition to that, as a company, we strongly believe in gender equality and inclusivity. So, we requested with them that why not reserve a part of this scholarship for women or girls' child, right? And very happily they agreed.
So, actually data showing that women may be entering these STEM courses, but halfway through they drop out, or they're not entering, professional jobs that have to do with STEM. My question is to do more with how it aligns with your broader goals. Why encourage women, like you're saying, in these STEM courses?
When we look at women, the role that they play in the society, whether, in the form of a mother, in the form of a sister, or in the form of a child, they are so socially inclusive, right? And they can, in fact, I can tell you, when we also have done some research, and when you empower one woman in one family, okay, that transforms many more lives in the family. So we believe that, investing into women for STEM is going to make a big difference for generations to come.
Incredible stories, all of the students who've been selected by Herbalife and what the scholarship means. What was it like finding out that you had gotten the scholarship?
In diploma level, there is a slight increasing in, the fee level. And I took care of myself by my own, by the internship fee, and it was little less
You mean
to
you paid
manage.
the entire thing?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it was little less to manage the whole subjects, because in diploma I took almost 5 subjects. So yeah, at that time I got the mail that I have been chosen to be awarded with the scholarship, and it was literally magical. I mean, it's beyond imagination that they helped me a lot, and truly and sincerely grateful to Herbalife for providing me this and awarding me this scholarship.
When I got the email that I have selected for the scholarship, the feeling was joyful. And after scholarship, my fee reduced to 50 to 60%.
It was really important for me because my father passed away recently, and at that time it was the time for the course registration. I had to pay the fee. So I got a little bit of fee reduction based on my income level. Still it was a bit too much to pay at that time, and that was the time when I got this scholarship. So because of this, I didn't have to pay any money in this term. So I was really grateful for this opportunity to get the scholarship from Herbalife.
Going ahead, give us some of what your dreams like. You were saying you're inspired by your brother who's doing something, a similar course?
Yeah, my elder brother, he's also in the field of data science and AI, and he's my inspiration. I'm heavily inspired by him. He's such a great person, and he's the one who suggested me this course. So yeah, I want to be like him and make a really great career in this field.
You seem really excited. The scholarship has meant a lot for you. What's it like being on campus, meeting all the other students? Yours is an online course, so it must be very different coming here.
Yeah, I was waiting for this Herbalife conference because as they already provided us the scholarship, I was curious to know about the story, about who decided and how they will proceed with us and giving us the opportunity.
It is a huge joyful experience for me because meeting our peers, especially professors in this degree, it was a joyful experience for me.
Since it's an online degree, we don't get to meet our colleagues and fellow students. So being here, I got to meet so many new people, many friends, and also here people come from all over the India, different states, cultures. So I made friends from many different states. So I got to know about their life.
From digital to real, these students are proof that aspirations and ambition can become reality when the right support system is in place. This is more than a degree. It's a movement, a new kind of classroom, a new kind of campus, a new kind of India, one where learning belongs to everyone. From nurturing young minds to uplifting women, Herbalife India has proven that its vision extends far beyond education. In Bangalore, it's shifting the gears on gender roles, sustainability and livelihood. The Eco Wheels Women's Initiative is more than just a driving school. It's a pathway to independence. In a field traditionally dominated by men, 115 women and LGBTQI individuals are rewriting the rules, one electric auto at a time. We've been doing this, I understand, for well over 3 decades, working closely with children and women who are coming in from marginalized sections of society. Very curious to understand where your journey really started, sir.
In Shishu Mandir, I am here for 27 years, and this is a 40 years old organization. We started in a small center in Alsur. This is the 25th year of our presence in this community.
Amazing. I understand that you are largely raising funds from corporates who are amazed with the work that you do and want to partner with you, corporates like Herbalife. Just talk to us very briefly about the initiative and the association that you have with Herbalife.
It's a very big initiative the Herbalife has been doing to us. They started sending volunteers. The volunteers used to come to help our children. Then they also gave us some things in kind. And when they realized that we have started for empowering women, they said we want to come in a big way.
Initiative that you have with the female drivers, the female auto drivers, has a huge impact on their livelihoods, on their lives, has transformed their families, transformed their lives. How do you choose these women? What is this program about? Just talk to us about that.
See, all these women are either from a broken families, or husband abandoned, or husband dead. What I found, these women are working as housemaid and construction workers, not having holidays, not having time for their children, not earning enough. So we want them to have all the three. Coming to this driving school, we have trained over 1,000 people, among them 600 women we have trained. And why e-auto? Because it also helps for the environment. It is said that one electric auto running for a year, it is equivalent to carbon saved is like having 56 trees planted. And we have no place to plant trees anymore. So at least if you use vehicles like e-vehicles, you are able to save this carbon emission, and that is one reason. The second reason is these women, especially women in this community, they should become not always depend on the charity. We want them to have a self-dependence. They should earn, they should take care of their families, they should be respected, and they should be useful to society. And this project fully, I would say, not initiated by Herbalife, but the impact of Herbalife is what has led us to this level. 115 e-autos have been given because of them. More than 200 women were trained because of them, and now we have extended this project to Chennai and Mysore, because we find these women are highly successful. All the women whom we have trained are able to earn minimum of 30,000. One woman last month earned 72,000 per month last month.
Amazing.
And that is the woman who could not earn even 5,000, and she was struggling to earn, and that is the difference.
Complete transformation of their lives and their livelihoods. So how do you measure the impact of a program like this?
Yeah, I just can say simple, in simple term I can say these women who never bought even one dress on their own with their money are able to now go to commercial street and take 20,000 and buy dresses. Second transformation that they do is their self-awareness and their confidence they have built it. They are able to talk to people. They are able to meet people. So these are the transformation that is being carried out for the women, and I am sure their next generation, their children will never depend on charity.
Each participant earns a stable income of 30,000 rupees a month. That's 3.6 lakh rupees a year. Over 5 years, this means 18 crores flowing into households that once struggled. And the ripple effect? Better education, better living, and a chance for women to lead. I want to talk about the EcoWheels program. You work, you've empowered women who are coming from less than fortunate backgrounds and making them financially independent, and one area is of course ensuring they all have their own autos and become auto drivers. Give us a little bit of a background on how that started and what that program is.
So very interesting, we looked at what are the big challenges in city. Okay, the big challenge, I'm sure you would have faced that. It is very difficult for you to get an auto.
Every time you're trying to book a vehicle, always.
Okay, there. Always, it's one of the big challenge in a city. That's number one. The second is pollution. Okay, I mean in cities there's a huge impact of the air pollution that we see all around. Then the third one is marginalized communities, right? They don't have a meaningful employment. The task that was given to the CSR implementing partner was to get women out of the house and drive an auto. Now that was a huge task, huge change in the society, because when we interacted with some of these women, they were scared to get an auto on the road where you have buses and trucks driving together, right? And they were not willing to come out.
It's largely male dominated,
right?
Of course.
And there's a typical, from a society perspective, there's a stereotyping that look, this role is meant for male, okay? And we had to break that barrier in the society. That was a big challenge for us. The second one was, like I said, there is one aspect to support financially, but more than that, equipping these female drivers to make sure that they know how to drive, have the motivation to get the auto on the road, develop soft skills, including in English communication, at least the basic communication, so that they can interact with people across the country. Okay, people coming across the country into the city like Bangalore. okay, and just make sure that they are coming out of their house and making a living, right? So that's where it all started. This project today, I'm very happy to tell you, is helping more than 1,000 families.
Pratima, is the first time I'm sitting in an auto and
ma'am.
doing an interview, so it's
Welcome.
very exciting.
Please welcome, ma'am.
Your life is very, very inspiring. You know, you were talking to me about the program.
हमारा शिशु मंदिर और अर्बल लाइफ, ये है ना हम लोगों का ऐसे परिवार जैसे हम लोग एक ये हिस्सा है हम लोग ये शिशु मंदिर के लिए, पर इसका बदलावा मतलब क्या है, मतलब बहुत कुछ बदलावा है। पहले मेरा हस्बैंड गुजर गया था, गुजरने का बाद हमारा लाइफ है ना इतना ऐसे मतलब हम लोग भी अच्छा था, पर वो गुजरने का बाद हमारा लाइफ है ना इतना टफ हो गया ना, मतलब रिश्तेदार अपना लोग सब लोग ऐसे छूट गया था, पर हम लोग मतलब हार नहीं मारा, अभी हम लोग पीछे नहीं देख रहे हैं, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। पर हमारा लाइफ ऐसे बदल गया, मेरा बच्चा भी यूएस पे गया था, उसको सेलेक्ट हो गया, वो भी इतना फ्रेंडली हमारा बच्चा घर का, अभी हमारा बच्चा घर का जाने यूएस जाने का बाद हमारा लाइफ इतना चेंज हो गया कि परिवार पूरा आ रहा है अभी हमारा साथ।
ये ऑटो चलाने का आइडिया कहाँ से आया?
हम यहाँ 5 वुमेंस लोग ड्राइविंग करता था, वहाँ हम लोग मीटिंग सभी बुला के, मंथली मीटिंग चलता है यहाँ पर, हम लोगों का बुला के उन लोगों का समझा के हमारे को जो डरता है वो सभी ये करते हैं, उन लोगों को लेके यहाँ मीटिंग करके हमारे को इंस्पिरेशन दे देता, उसी से हम लोग यहाँ आगे बढ़ा मैडम।
ಈ ಆಟೋ ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೀವು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ?
ನಾನು ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಹರ್ಬಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಆಟ ಮೂಲಕ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸುಸಂಬಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ನನಗೊಂದು ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ನಾನು ಬಂದು ಮಂಗಳಮುಖಿ ನಾನು ಬಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ, ಹರ್ಬಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳಿದರು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡು ಮಾತಾಡು ಒಂದನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫು ತುಂಬ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆವು, ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಸಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನೇನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಾಸು ಬಂದುಬಿಡ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಹರ್ಬಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಆಟೋ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಶೇವಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಶೇವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಶಿಶು ಮಂದಿರ ಮೂಲಕ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ.
These wheels carry more than passengers. They carry dreams, dignity and change. By empowering women, Herbalife isn't just creating jobs, they're creating leaders, caregivers and change makers. And they're doing it in a way that's green, inclusive and deeply local. Whether it's a young girl logging into her first coding class or a mother driving her way away to independence, one thing connects them, and that is the power of possibilities. Now, these possibilities don't just change single lives, but uplift entire communities. Herbalife India is proving that giving meaningful opportunities at the right time changes lives and livelihoods.
Herbalife